Hey guys, it's Jamisha with AI Trader Sisters. Just want to pop in and go over what it looked like to plan a retirement plan while in BG Wealth Sharing and how to use the calculator site to do that. Okay. The first thing you would do is go to the calculatorsite.com as you see here on my screen. Okay. And then we're going to click compound interest calculator here where you see the arrow. Next, you're going to click on daily compound here where you see at the top, daily compound. And let's say today's date, I think is April 24th, 2026. You're going to, let's say you started with $1,000 in BG. Okay. Now, the minimum to start in the company is $550 minus fees, but let's just say we started with 1,000, and then we go from there. Okay. When you're with BG Wealth Sharing, you're copying and pasting twice a day at 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock. That is the bare minimum. Everyone who come in, no matter what you come in with, that's what you get. Now, if you're building a team, that's a whole different thing. But if you just say, I'm never going to talk to a soul, I'm just going to copy and paste twice a day, which I don't suggest because I want to share this with everyone. But you say, hey, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to start with 1,000. This is where you are. Okay. What that interest rate look like on a daily basis is 1.25. Okay. Let's say we want to see what that looked like a year out. All right. So we're going to put 1 year here. And we're starting on April 24th. All right. So now we're going to calculate that with the green calculate button here. Let's click that. Okay. Let's scroll down. So April 24th, we put in $1,000 and we started with BG Wealth Sharing, copying and pasting twice a day. Now, this is what it will look like on a monthly basis at the end of each month. Okay. So if we started April 24th with $1,000, we made us $77.38 by the end of April. Look at May, guys. That goes to 1583, 2298. July, we're making 33.78. And what you're seeing, if you chose to just copy and paste twice a day, the money is doubling every 60 days. That's what that looked like. Okay. So let's say you say, I want to make $5,000 a month. I'm good with that. That covers all my bills. That's what I'm looking for. And most people make between 3 and 5K a month. So let's see what that looked like to say, I want to have a goal of pulling out $5,000 a month. What I recommend to everyone is when you get close, around the 30K mark, 30,000 a month, about that. When you get to that $30,000 a month, which here, when you look, it look like it's in January 2027. All right. You're at $33,219.95. So let's put that amount in. Say it's now January 2027, and we're going to pull out $5,000 a month because that's my recommendation. You actually can pull out $10,000 a month when you get to 33,000 or 30,000 plus. But let's say we want to only pull out 5,000 a month because that's what most people might say. So we're going to change the date and the amount and we're going to put that in here. So it was 33,000. I think it was $219. All right. We're still at 1.25 because say we didn't build a team, we just copy and paste twice a day without telling a soul. We're going to leave it at 1 year because we want to see what that looked like a 1 year at that income. We're going to put in withdrawal we want to do 5,000, but you also have to consider the fees every time you withdraw, which is 12% every time you withdraw out of DSJ. So let's calculate that. Let's see what that looked like. So if you wanted to have $5,000 a month, we're going to add 12% to that because that's the fee. The fee is $600 every single month to pull out 5,000. But we don't want to have less than 5,000. We want 5,000. So we're going to have to add that. So really it's 5,600. Okay. So we're going to put in the withdrawal section 5,600. And remember I said that income of 33,000 that we copy and paste to, that happened in January 2027. So we're going to change the date from our start date to January 2027. And again, that's at the end of the month, guys. Okay. You click on the date, January 2027 at the top, so you can change the date. We're going to change it to the end of the month because that's when you're actually at that 33,000. Okay. So now we're going to calculate that. Let's see what that looked like. All right. So again, we started with January 31st, and I actually got 2028 here. Let's change that. Sorry about that. Nope, nope. That's right. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay. So we started with 33,000 January 2027. Okay. By the end of February, we're at 47K. And with us taking out $5,000 a month or 5,600 because of the fees, look how we are still growing, guys. It's still growing every single month while we're paying ourselves an income. And then look what it goes to in a year. You're at 1.9 with something you invested $1,000 one time, and you're at 1.9 in a year while taking out $5,000 a month or $5,600 a month and paying yourself a $5,000 income. Where in the world can you do that with any company? Okay. And you're making 1.25% interest per day. Now, if you look that up, that's a lot of income. Okay. So I just wanted to show you how to plan out using the compound calculator. This is so important when you're in this business to understand this, because you could come up with many plans. You might say, with that being said, I want to add more money. I want to get there quicker. Or you might say, I want to build a team. Now that's a whole nother video that I'll talk about, but you get there where you're doubling every 38 days if you build a team of bringing in 5 people under you and helping them get 5 people under them. That doubles every 38 days, whereas this doubles every 60 days. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions or anything you want to get at us, text us at 470-608-2470, or you can email us at aitradersisters@gmail.com. Guys, I hope this helped, and have a great rest of your day.